Hello everybody and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. This video we're going to go into Treasure Trove Cove, our second world. I mentioned in the last video that I really like this world. It's probably one of my favorites. Definitely not my favorite of all time, but it's a lot of fun. There's two new moves to find in this world, and there's also a gigantic shark that wants to eat us every single time we dive into the water, so be wary of that. This level isn't very threatening in terms of enemies and things like that, or obstacles, but Snacker will definitely give you a bit of a hard time. There's 2 honeycomb pieces to collect in this world, and Snacker makes them a bit of a pain to collect, but I'm gonna try to enjoy this beach world the best I can. It's very beachy with its palm trees and its sand and its water, and I guess the notes aren't really all that beachy, but I think we can probably try to enjoy it the best that we can. It's got awesome music. There's also a ship over there, which is pretty fitting, and a crying hippo. Well, I've seen stranger things. This world isn't as linear, or circular, I should say, as Mumble's Mountain, so we're just gonna start with one thing at a time. I guess we'll talk to the hippo and see what he has to say. I'm Captain Blubber, and I lost me treasure when me ship crashed. I'll go find it then, Blubber Guts. Arr, but I can't swim. Can you help an old sea hippo? Sure, we'll find it for you. Oh, Banjo, always doing the right thing. It's gonna get the best of you. All of the animals you meet are gonna want something from you. Why are games like that? You always want something from the main character. Well, hopefully he'll pay us back. We have to find his gold. There's 2 pieces. So if you dive underneath the ship, there's like a hole in it. I guess that's where the damage was caused when it crashed. That would make sense. There's a piece of gold there. You can also see the other piece of gold on the other side, but we can't get to it from here, so we'll just grab that piece and go. And then the other one is on the ship. So if we go over here to this little panel and we slam into it, it opens the other part of the ship. I don't think Captain Blubber minds us vandalizing this place because it's already crashed, and I don't think he's gonna use his gold to repair it. Or at least I wouldn't. It doesn't really look like it's going anywhere. Probably cost a fortune to repair things, especially if it's Grunty's lair. I can't imagine how much she would charge, or even if there's a mechanic in the Banjo-Kazooie world. I don't know. I don't know why I'm thinking about these things. It's a video game, it's not real. Okay. Let's give Blubber his gold. There you go. And he's not crying anymore, yay! Thank ye, me hearties, take this reward. I'm off to spend, spend, spend. Well, spend responsibly. See you later. And we traded him gold for gold, so I guess that is a pretty decent prize. Definitely can't turn down a Jiggy. Get a Mumbo token. And I think I saw Bottles Molehill on the top here, so we'll probably want to talk to him. Whee! I'm a red feather. I help Kazooie fly when she knows how. Ooh, interesting. Alright, what do you got for us, Bottles? This is your big chance, chicken legs. It's time for you to fly. At last, it better be easy, bog eyes. Simple enough, even for you, bird brain. Just stand on a flying disc and press A. Here's 25 red feathers to help you into the air. See you. Alright. Well, there's a flight pad there that we can stand on to fly, but I'm actually going to save the flying parts of the level for later. I'm going to focus on getting Bottles' moves in this video, and I'm going to work my way from the bottom up, which I think is kind of a backwards order compared to most people, but anyways, our second move is the shock jump spring. Does Kazooie do it? My legs are tired. Oh, Banjo, you're so lazy. The turkey legs does all the work. Simply stand on a shock jump disc, then press A. And you gotta hold it as well. So, let's try it out. This is essentially the equivalent of Banjo's flying, or at least in my opinion it is. It's basically a super-powered high jump, which gets Banjo into the air, and Kazooie uses her legs, so it's pretty cool. You can use the shock jump over here on this little ledge to get back up. After you've talked to this adorable little pail, he's so cute, but unfortunately you have to crap in his mouth to, I guess, seal him up, which is a little disturbing, but... Leaky patched up now! Empty water for bear! Thanks. I guess? Wonderful, okay. So, we're on top of the sand castle, which apparently didn't melt in water. Video game logic for you. Pretty elaborate looking sand castle. It's even got some stuff in here. Probably not made of sand if that's the case, but... Hey Furball, you're looking wise. Solve my puzzle and win a prize. Oh god, it's a rhyming crab. What will they think of next? Alright, this is very simple. You can see Banjo-Kazooie is written on the wall, and his puzzle is to just spell out Banjo-Kazooie. This is very easy. 100 seconds is more than enough time. And, you know, to make things a lot easier, it's spelt right there on the wall in case you don't remember how to spell it, or you're dyslexic, or what have you. Once you've used one letter once, it'll highlight and you can't use it again, so it makes it pretty easy to find what letter you're looking for, and it makes it so you don't get as confused. So, only got a couple more to go. I need an... Oh, there it is, in the corner. Camera angles don't help sometimes, but that was simple enough. Haha. The gate opens to reveal your prize, but first, I'll cut you down to size. Oh, sick burn. I'm just gonna turn you on your side and stomp on you. Like most crabs, he's essentially useless once he's turned upside down. Not a boss battle by any means. I'm just gonna go on in, grab my Jiggy, and I'm gonna leave. This area is actually used for more codes and to spell things out later on in the game, so we will be returning, and once Leaky has drained the water for you, you don't have to do it again. So once it's done once, you can pretty much leave, and it will be like that the next time you return to this level. So this level, interestingly enough, is going to be one of the only levels that we actually return to, so keep that in mind. If you like the beach, then that's good for you. It's kind of suiting now that it is actually summer when I'm doing this Let's Play, so... I'm just climbing back up to where we learned the move, and I'm just going to collect some notes and things like that. I'm kind of going all over the place, just doing what it is that I see. I'm going to go over here and talk to this gigantic crab, because he's a little strange looking. At this Nipper's beach, you find nothing without Nipper's help. Help us then, crustacean brain. Ah, cheeky bird need feathers clipping. Oh yeah? Just try it, shellhead. Alright, so you gotta hit this goofy looking crab and his gigantic googly eyes in between him trying to get you with his claws. I don't know what it is with this game and googly eyes. If you guys haven't noticed, everything has googly eyes. Like the eggs, the feathers, a lot of the enemies have them. Even the gold bars that we picked up had them. I guess it's supposed to be cartoony and cute. And it is kind of cute. It's just kind of funny in a way. And this is a very, very, very large shell. So there's going to be a couple things for us to grab in here. Apparently he turned into 2 crabs. Double kill! Which is weird, because I don't think 2 of those little crabs amount to Nipper, but... oh, well, whatever. I'm gonna grab this puzzle piece after my depth perception fails me, and apparently my speaking is failing me too. Can't say the word perception today. Anyways, that's all we're gonna do in here. Rather colorful shell too. And on to the next thing. Of course, we're gonna use our awesome shock jump pad here, which basically gets us back up to where we were. Whenever you see these chests, you can jump in them. Be careful to avoid their teeth, because you will lose your energy when you hit their teeth. And some things are worth collecting and some things aren't. In that case, there was only like eggs in them, so that wasn't really worth it. But there's going to be notes in some of the chests and things like that, so be sure to go in them when we see them. there's some more on the beach there. We'll make our way over there. Slowly but surely. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use all these shock jump pads and I'm going to make my way across, collecting some stuff as we go. There's our next Jinjo in the world, the purple one. We've only got 2 more to find, which is pretty good. We're making some pretty decent progress, I gotta say. And up here is another shiny Jiggy. In the beginning of the game, they just hand out Jiggies left and right. I mean, we've gotten how many so far? 4. And it's not even been 10 minutes into the video. This world, I can't imagine will take us very long. I can imagine I'll be here for maybe 2 videos. Maybe 3, depending on how long I make this video. But I'm gonna hop in these chests here. There's notes in there, I told ya. Trying to avoid its teeth. There we go. And I think this one has feathers in it, if I'm not mistaken. Aha! Bingo. These never changed. They haven't changed even when the versions changed over, like from the Nintendo 64 version to the Xbox version, so I've just played this game way too many times. There's also an extra life in the water, if you guys can see that there. I'm not going to grab it just because I don't particularly feel like being shark food. I mentioned, I think in the first video, that I'm not going to pick up extra lives if they're kind of out of the way, because I don't really need them, and they're not really required for 100%, so... Up here, we're going to hit this gigantic, obnoxious red X, for X marks the spot. Follow the clues if you're looking for gold. Ooh, will do. Maybe I will do that. I'm going to go ahead and step on the flight pad, and we're going to do the flying demonstration from earlier. So, your first time flying, bottles will tell you that you need red feathers to fly. You use a couple when you get up into the air. Every time you want to fly higher, you use one of them by pressing the A button. Right now, we can hold 50 feathers. We'll be able to hold more later. If you press the left or right button, you can make a really, really, really sharp turn. And the more you fly, I mean, you can fly for eons as long as you have feathers, but the more you fly, you'll just kind of gradually fall. So you gotta press A to make yourself go higher. So until you run out of feathers, you can essentially fly around for as long as you please. Flying is pretty fun in this game. I quite like it. It's improved in Banjo-Tooie, but we just use, like, every single part of Kazooie we use. I feel so bad for her. She goes through so much abuse. And Banjo's just lazy. He carries her, but she uses her wings and her beak and her legs to carry around Banjo, and she's got to eat all those Jiggies and... Oh, poor Kazooie, going through all the torture. There she goes. She's gonna eat another Jiggy. Ooh, we're halfway there, too, which is pretty cool. In this area, I definitely recommend not falling. The only boxes in this area towards that Jiggy are right here, near the start, and if you fall in the water, Snacker is going to be out to get you. Because he's a jerk, and I guess not many bears or other animals come around these parts. He's actually probably pretty hungry, because the crabs kind of seem to stay on land. Up here on the stairs, you can actually walk on these railings with Kazooie, but I don't seem to have much luck doing that. I just kind of walk on the edge of the stairs and grab the notes as I go. This level has got so many Mumbo tokens, I'm definitely going to grab them because there's 2 of them, but we don't actually get a Mumbo transformation in this level, so we don't transform into anything. Sorry to disappoint you all. But for some reason, they just hand out Mumbo tokens left and right, so we are going to make sure to pick them up as we see them. And another Jiggy! Hey, look at that! You can't do the dance underwater either, so we're gonna miss out on the dance. These little exploding guys, that's what they do. If you get too close to them in the water, they explode. I guess they're like a mine, but they're pretty easy to avoid because they can't, like, chase after you when you're underwater or anything like that, so don't worry too much about it. They're really not that menacing. They kind of just stare at you with their big googly eyes, much like everything else in this game. Grab that extra life because I neglected to grab the other one. Ooh, another Mumbo token. We're just collecting up a storm. in this level. Hot damn. Alright. And we've looped all the way back around, if you guys can see that. There's Nipper's shell. And we're going to hit another one of these red X's here in a minute. And then there's also the ship and where we started. So, like I said, it was all a little kind of disorientating. I kind of just went wherever, but we've pretty much taken care of the ground part of the level. And we can go higher and higher and get the remainder of the stuff. There's not too much to get. There's some notes. We're actually making pretty good progress on notes. A couple of Jiggies left to grab, a couple of Jinjos. We still have to get our honeycomb pieces. And there's some more flying and stuff to do, so not too much left to do in the level. Maybe we'll finish it up in the next video. So I'm going to stand here, X marks the spot, and I will see you guys next time.